Hi there. This is a tutorial on how to use Amazon Web Services S3 file upload. So what we're going to do today is we're going to set up a bucket, add the proper permissions, and set up a user so you can programmatically upload a file. I'm going to use Python to do this. This will come at a later time. First, sign up for an Amazon Web Services account. So just Google Amazon AWS. As you can see, aws.amazon.com is what you're going to. It will load this page, and then there's a sign into console here, also, as well as lets you sign into an Amazon account. So just do that now. So at this point, you should be signed into your Amazon Web Services console. As you can see here, I have recently visited services. Ignore that, you won't be seeing. Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to open up S3 to start off with. So use the services drop down in the top left corner. Again, history is here as well. You should see under storage, there's an S3. Click that. It should open up the S3 list of all your buckets. When you go to create bucket, okay, so your bucket name must be unique. So it would be like this is an example. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 7. It seems like it's unique. Now I'm going to select a region. For me, I want US East as my region. So I'm going to use Ohio. I don't need to copy anything from the existing bucket, so I'm going to hit next. I'm not going to use logging or versioning or anything like that, so I'm going to hit next. I'm going to ignore this for now. I'm going to go back to set up my users after. You may want to set up public permissions, so anyone can read images from your S3 bucket, but that's another thing. So hit next, and now I have it all set up, and hit create bucket. So after it's created, I have it in my list. This is an example here. I have nothing in my bucket, so I can, if I want, I can upload an image right to it. I can do that now. And I can upload the first part of this video. It's kind of big. I'm going to upload this instead. And hit next, and hit next, and hit next, and hit upload. And as you can see, my file has been uploaded to the video. But it has a public URL, which shows access denied. This is because my permissions for this file is set up so that it can't be accessed from the public. Personally, I'd actually rather this because assuming I'm doing something with images and storing my images here, I don't want the general public to be able to access them. So I can change that though, and if I go to and then more, and I could say make public, and if I refresh this page, the audio is now public. And I'm just going to go more and delete this because we're going to upload images via programming. So now we're going to open up services and set up our user so we can actually access it. Jump over to services. We're going to go to IAM, which can be found under, where is it here? IAM, here, security and identity. You click that and it'll take you to your IAM console. On the left side, there's users. You want to click users, and then you're going to click add user. This is test username. This doesn't really matter, right? This does matter, but test user, I guess. Quick video, I'm gonna call them, and then we want to give it programming access. So with that, we're going to go next permissions. We're going to just hit next review, and then we're just going to create the user. Now we're going to have an access key and a secret access key. We need both of them, so copy them down because they matter a lot. Don't do it into your internet browser. I just don't have a document open. I'm going to close that. So if I go back over test user for video, I have his user ARN link, which is unique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new tab and then go to services, back to my S3 bucket, And so now I'm going to, instead of going, I'm going to go to permissions and then bucket policy there. So now we're going to create a bucket policy, and I'm going to use one from one of my repos that I always use. It gets all the proper permissions. Okay, so I've actually opened up this. It's a GitHub repo where I've actually listed out the exact same instructions. I have the bucket policy here, so I'm just going to copy that in here. So copy and paste. A few things are going to change. You're going to need your user ARN string, and that goes instead of sample user here. And you don't want the whole thing. You just want this instead. So it's going to go here instead. So as you can see now, it says ARN. I don't want to save the page. Test user for video. And then here image bucket 00123 or whatever it's called. That's not our ARN for our bucket. It's found on the bucket edit policy editor. And yeah, so then you hit save, and that should be set up. So we're not quite done yet. So we need to update our cores. This is our cross origin resource, something like that. I forget the exact meaning of all the acronym, but you go to course configuration. Might see it right here. Cross origin resource sharing. That's what it's called. Copy and paste that one in. This one has a get, post, put as well. If you only want specific domains to access these resources, so if let's say you're making everything public, all these images public, if you only want your domain to be able to access it, you have to. If you change this to be a domain instead of a star, it will allow that. But for now, we're just gonna leave it a star for development, and hit save. Okay, so then the next step would be to set up a policy on the user side. So now we have a policy set up for the bucket. So now it allows this user to be able to access the bucket. It allows it to be cross origin. But now we have to say this user should be able to access this bucket from the user side. So we're jumping back over to the IAM user that we created. We have permissions, and we have an add inline policy in the bottom right corner here under the permissions tab. And so what we'll do is we're going to create a new one, and it's going to be a custom policy. A custom policy. Select. Okay. Select, and then give it a name. So I'm just call it new policy. And then we're going to go into copy this one in. And so I said, allow it to be able to access all buckets. I guess I should have validated the policy, but as you can see, it worked fine. Okay. So technically everything's set up right now. I don't know why I hit save there, just to make sure it's all set up. Everything is set up, so our S3 bucket should be able to upload if we actually add files. So we'll do that in Python, but you'll see that in a second. I'm going to be using Python and Boto 3 to do this upload. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If things have changed since when this video has been published, please leave a comment. I'll try to update it. Check out the next video. It involves actually uploading a file using Python and the Boto 3 library. I'm going to walk you through how to install it and things like that. But yeah.